Hello and welcome back to TalkBack. We are with Anil Kapoor. Anil, no alternative cinema for you.
I understand what alternate in cinema means. On what way?
Parallel cinema?
Well,
Offbeat cinema? Art cinema?
you see, I don't know what you know. You see, I'm a kind of person. The cinema should reach out to as many people as possible. I believe in that cinema. You know, it has to reach out. It has to be. But I wouldn't mind doing cinema like, for example, for me, I do a film like a Lamhe or a 1942 a love story, or I do a Parinda, I do a black and white. I make a film like Gandhi, my father. I produced that film. So for me, it's it's using your intelligence, sensibility, and when you go inside the theater, that you not only titillate the audience in a funny or an emotional, but intellectually also you make people think. I do believe in that cinema, definitely. That it's not exploitation of your intellectuality, but it just somewhere it just makes your brain tick, makes you think. I do believe in that, and I've done those kind of films. But definitely, I would not want the audience to go in the theater and get bored. They're not understanding
Are
what
you
they
saying
want.
art cinema bores people?
Certain, I, it's not that it does. There are certain cinemas where, unless you really understand the metaphors and the depth and the layers, and you're that kind of person who's a very serious person. Yes, definitely there is cinema which those people can understand, but then 99% of people are not like that. So it's basically, I believe in cinema which more people can understand. And I don't look down upon that cinema also, which somewhere is, tries to raise the bar, tries to, somewhere tries to educate also the audience. I do. I've done it myself. But that cannot be, it has to be 360 degrees. I have to do all kinds.
So you've said,
So I've done that kind of film, and I would keep on doing that kind of film. But what I think is,
But you said, I believe that if a producer is putting his money into a film, this is in the Times of India, you were recorded saying that, I believe that if a producer is putting his money into a film, he should recover it and audiences should come and watch what I've done. It sounds like a very commercial reason to opt for mainstream cinema. Just because you want a director
see, I'll
get
tell you
his
what,
money.
why does a producer make a film if he cannot get his money back? He'll be destroyed. He won't be able to make another film. His family will be destroyed. He is trying to make a film, he's putting in that kind of money. He cannot just, if he cannot get the returns back, then why is he making the film? Unless there is an institution, a trust, or the government puts in that kind of money which they are ready to lose, then it's fine. How can you experiment on someone else's money? I think it's criminal. It's completely criminal.
See, you've also said on movies, this is a, let's talk.
So that's the reason I would say, that's what
we're
I
on the
say, that
subject.
the money, that he should get his money back, definitely, of course.
Considering we're on this subject, you've also said this about movies. I don't believe in terms like formula, non-formula, commercial and non-commercial.
I believe in good or bad cinema.
Films are either good or bad.
It's like music. Either you enjoy listening to it or you don't. Or either you like a film, you don't like a film. It's good or bad. And, and it's very, very relative also. There are certain people who might find a film good, but certain people would not find the film boring.
Sure, but on that very note, isn't some art cinema very good? Wouldn't you have grown as an actor? Wouldn't you have had a broader base perhaps? Wouldn't you be even, and I'm really pushing the envelope on this one, wouldn't you be even more loved and respected if you had tried parallel art cinema?
I have done it. I've started my career with Kahan Se Guzar Gaya, with MS Satyu.
But I'm talking about after reaching your peak. I'm not talking about starting your career.
Matter of fact, I have done too many, films like that where I have, completely sacrificed my entire fan base and my, kind of, the kind of branding which I have as a star, as a, I've just completely destroyed it so many times. I've done films which are completely opposite my image. I've done films when people want to see me in comic roles, I would go and do something which is completely opposite to a comic role. People would want to see me in very dramatic roles, and I would do a completely about turn and go and do a lame. Or I would do My Wife's Murder, where, where I work completely with newcomers. I would make a film like Gandhi, My Father. I've done it. All stages, every decade I've done it.
They also call you the most politically correct man in the industry. Is that true?
Is it? I'll take that as a compliment. Yes, of course. Thank you.
That one you'll take as a compliment. Okay, let's talk about 1942, A Love Story.
Oh, you remember that film, huh?
Of course.
Okay, great. You remember the music or you remember the film?
Remember both.
Both.
R.D. Burman's last film.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, as far as the story is concerned, it flitted around partition, 42. It was based right before partition. Let's talk about partition. What do you think partition did to Indian cinema?
So I wouldn't see. I'm not the right person, really. I've not really done a lot of research on that. But I can just say about cinema. But at least definitely I feel, as a human, human race, and I feel to all the people who lived peacefully in the country called whatever, like Bharat or India or in whatever it was, when it was no partition. At least it separated two people who were the same. And I would like that all of us again live together, like East Germany and West Germany. And if India and Pakistan can come together and make one country, I would be the happiest man. If it can happen in my lifetime, I think I'll be very, very thrilled that we all live together.